Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 Chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at
One of the most talked about elements of their personal and professional life has been the controversy surrounding Remy, Massachusetts and her relationship with Papoose. In the hip-hop business, the two rappers were formerly seen as a power couple, with Papoose standing behind Remy, Massachusetts no matter what, especially when she was incarcerated. But according to recent reports, their marriage has taken a blow, with accusations circulating that Remy, Massachusetts is behaving out after Papoose has moved on from them. Concern and conjecture have been raised by this, particularly in light of the recent revelation of Remy's involvement with rapper Eazy the Block Captain, which further widened the gap between the two. The bond between Remy, Massachusetts and Papoose was always seen as one of devotion and loyalty. Papoose provided Remy with steadfast support during her time in custody at Bedford Correctional Facility. He gave up a lot to make sure she received the logistical and emotional assistance she needed while inside. In order to see Remy, Massachusetts every day during her first year in jail, Papoose rescheduled his own professional obligations, including concerts. Fans in the hip-hop world generally recognize this degree of loyalty and commitment, with many praising Papoose for being loyal to his wife during such a trying period. Papoose was faithful, but when word leaked out about Remy, Massachusetts' romance with Eazy the Block Captain, everything started to fall apart. Papoose was devastated, especially after all he had sacrificed for her. There seems to be underlying strain in the relationship, even though Remy, Massachusetts has now justified herself by saying that she is content with her new younger lover. Despite his prior public protestations of love for her, Remy has apparently voiced unhappiness with Papoose's lack of attempt to save their marriage. Many people are now wondering why Remy, Massachusetts did what she did and why. Why would she decide to act out, especially now that Papoose seems to have moved on after all the support Papoose provided her? It's evident that the two still have a lot of unresolved feelings, and Remy's current actions may be a reflection of her own issues with anger, remorse, or perhaps a desire to feel more in charge of her own story. It's clear that the consequences of this connection are far from done, regardless of the cause. The distance from the hills is roughly 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic, so he was running up there every day. I mean, it got to the point where I had to tell him, yo, I'm good, I'm all right, and I suppose that's when he realized that I was right. He was like, all right, cool, come like a little bit. He came about 3 times a week or something, but it still seemed like he was there a lot. I spoke to him nearly every day, literally every day, and the two had exchanged vows over the phone while Remy was incarcerated, but Papoose took those vows seriously. He stayed faithful, making sure nothing would separate them, and he never strayed. At one point, there were rumors that Papoose had cheated on Remy while she was incarcerated, even going so far as to say he fathered a child with someone else. However, he swiftly refuted these claims, saying, I love my wife told me why I informed you all a few months back that Remy, Massachusetts and Papoose were done, and that Papoose had touched the little boy she was playing with because he was a male. That dude is immature. Okay, so Remy is almost 45 years old. This little boy works for her and is attempting to get a chance to rape her. Remy, Massachusetts and Papoose were supposed to own this business together, but Remy, Massachusetts ends up sleeping, and I'm going to say that it's allegedly with her help. I just want to say that Remy's mother may have set us back 400 years. These men don't even spend days with us, let alone bid with us, girl. What's going on? I'm about my business, but you didn't set us back 400 years. The drama surrounding Remy, Massachusetts and Papoose's marriage has become a topic of discussion that continues to unfold, revealing deeper layers of betrayal, frustration, and public scrutiny. Their relationship, once seen as one of hip-hop's most solid and admirable partnerships, is now at the center of controversy, with accusations and rumors threatening to destroy the image of the devoted couple that many once admired. While their marriage had long been celebrated, especially during Remy's incarceration, recent events have shown that even the most seemingly unbreakable bonds can be tested, and the fallout has been significant for both parties involved. Papoose, who has always been vocal about his love and support for his wife, became a figure of admiration for fans during Remy, Massachusetts' time in prison. Known for his unwavering devotion, he made countless sacrifices to be by her side during her incarceration at Bedford Correctional Facility. He adjusted his career and personal life to ensure that he was there for Remy, visiting her daily during the first year of her sentence, a gesture that captured the public's attention and made their relationship appear to be one of true loyalty. Papoose's sacrifices became a symbol of devotion in the hip-hop community, as he put aside his own ambitions to be there for Remy during one of the most difficult chapters of her life. However, the revelation of Remy's affair with fellow rapper Eazy the Block Captain has cast a shadow over their once idyllic union. The affair was a shocking blow to Papoose, who had stood by her side through thick and thin, and it prompted a public backlash against Remy. The fallout from the affair was not just a private matter between the two, it became a subject of public gossip, with fans and critics alike weighing in on the situation. While Remy, Massachusetts, has defended herself in the aftermath, claiming that she is happy with her new younger boyfriend and that she feels free from the constraints of her marriage, Papoose's response has been one of hurt and confusion. He denied the rumors of his involvement in the issues that plagued their relationship, asserting that outside forces were attempting to tear them apart. Despite the pain, Papoose has maintained his composure, choosing not to air his grievances in public and instead focusing on moving forward. However, this situation has left many wondering why things deteriorated between the couple, especially after Papoose had been so supportive. Remy's behavior after the affair was exposed has raised eyebrows, as she seems to be attempting to deflect blame and shift the responsibility for the breakdown of their marriage onto Papoose. This has not gone unnoticed by those close to the situation, with many seeing it as an unfair attempt to manipulate the narrative. Everything he could to be there for her. In addition to the personal betrayal, the public nature of the affair and Remy's subsequent actions have placed a strain on their marriage that may prove too difficult to overcome. The public fallout from the affair has fueled the rumors and criticism surrounding Remy Ma, with fans and critics alike questioning her motives and her role in the destruction of their relationship. The situation has made it difficult for Remy to maintain her position as a role model for young women, as her actions have painted her as someone who, despite all the support she received, chose to humiliate her husband. While Papoose's response to the situation has been relatively quiet, he has not shied away from expressing his hurt in subtle ways. He has continued to defend his actions, focusing on the love he had for Remy and how he tried his best to maintain their relationship. But his birthday celebrations, which were meant to be a joyful occasion, were marked by public remarks that seemed to reflect the sadness and frustration he was feeling. Papoose's demeanor during this time has been a testament to the pain he's enduring, but it also underscores the level of composure and dignity he's maintained. Despite the scandal. For Remy, the situation has prompted a complex series of reactions. Showed up with their daughter, showed her respect, and allowed her to stay as long as she wanted before departing, but things took a turn for the worse when Remy was later spotted approaching another battle rapper. They were seen holding hands and wearing watches that matched, which led many to speculate that he might be her new partner unless he's some long-lost relative. It's generally assumed that he's the most recent person she's involved with, but it appears that Papa's loyalty was misplaced, as he had been warned about when they first started dating. Remy had an unpredictable side, but he decided to ignore the warnings and stick by her. Unfortunately, he's now realized that he loved her much more than she ever loved him, even though Papoose never publicly disparaged or attempted to embarrass her. Nevertheless, he's finally moving on. According to speculations, he is seeing a new boxer, and for the first time in a long time, he is enthusiastic about a relationship to keep Steve Lacy safe. My name is Natasha Burma, 23 years of age. The person, Jason Scott, has been arrested in connection with a Queens case that began in 2021. Investigators are investigating the possibility, and according to a statement, we firmly believe Jason is innocent and hope the NYPD will carry out a thorough investigation to find the truth. As his mother, I want to speak out about the situation directly, but his legal team has strongly advised me to keep quiet, as is customary in ongoing legal cases. In addition to the emotional toll of watching Papoose move on with his life, Remy is as she struggles with the grim prospect of her son receiving a lengthy prison sentence. She says, "Yeah, I really feel like sometimes someone needs to get the what you talking about. Not they're talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They got to fight. Like people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Like, no, it's not what you talking about. It handles a lot of problems. I don't give a damn if you realize that you're not comfortable among individuals that are larger than you." She talked about how much she loves boxing and how she's always up for a fight, regardless of who or what she's up against. However, this behavior comes off as nothing more than a grown woman having a tantrum now that things aren't going her way, and Papoose isn't paying any attention to her antics because he's finished giving her the attention she clearly deserves. He no longer respects her and has no intention of making up for anything she has done, with the exception of talking about their daughter. Even on social media, where many people are supporting him, Papoose avoids his interactions with her and keeps his distance. One commenter wrote, "I can't believe how Remy treated Papoose. He didn't deserve any of that. He loved her deeply and stood by her throughout her entire prison sentence. She's acting absurd. I hope this is karma for her since she belongs on the streets." Now, someone else commented, "Why is she even upset? She cheated first, and not just once, but with many others." Another person said that he should never have remained faithful to a homeless woman while she was incarcerated.